Yo, how's it going? I'm back in a video, and today I'm going to be talking about a potential Ben Simmons trade to the Dallas Mavericks. And in this trade, I'm be going into why I think Ben Simmons would be a perfect fit for the Dallas Mavericks. I think he would fit greatly alongside Luka, Doncic, and kristaps, and I'm going to get into all that in this video. I'm going to get into the trade package, why I think it's going to benefit both teams, and then much more in this video. So if you do like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, without running on too much, just get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to get into this video is going to be the trade package itself. Now, this trade package is a rough trade package, meaning I don't know what exactly the picks will be used, and this is probably not also the exact same players that would be used, but I would say the trade package would be centered around the same main key pieces that this trade does have in it. So what this trade consists of, it would be the Philadelphia 76ers would be receiving Dwight Powell, Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, and Jalen Brunson, and probably also they would be getting a few picks involved, while the Dallas Mavericks would be receiving Ben Simmons and Shake Milton. Now, Shake Milton is mainly in there to do for cap reasons, but he's also a solid guy as well. But obviously the main key players in this trade would be Jalen Brunson and Ben Simmons. Now, although Jalen Brunson is not the exact same player or not even as good of a player as Ben Simmons, Brunson has been playing very well this season, and we have yet to see what Ben Simmons has done. So this trade is not that lopsided as you may think, and I do think that this package would be able to benefit both teams that are involved in it. And more specifically for the team like the Dallas Mavericks, I think it would benefit them a ton, as Ben Simmons would be the perfect fit to put alongside Luka, Doncic, and kristaps Porzingis, and I do think that would form one of the best and most complementary big threes in the entire NBA. And now what I mean by a complementary big three is if you look at some teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, their big three all complement each other. Jrue Holiday is a great, unselfish perimeter defender who can give you about 20 points per game. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the superstar who can take over at any time, and Khris Middleton's a dude that can go and get you a bucket at any given time in the game. But then you look at someone like the Los Angeles Lakers, who, although they do have a superstar big three in Westbrook, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, they do not all work together very well, as Westbrook needs the ball in his hand to really be dominant. Anthony Davis hasn't looked the same since Westbrook came on the court, and LeBron is LeBron. He's going to be able to fit with anyone, but really Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook have really struggled to manage and mesh together, and it has shown as the Lakers have completely underperformed everyone's expectations. But for the Dallas Mavericks, I think they would be getting more of a Milwaukee Buck complementary type big three, as if you look at it, Ben Simmons is pretty much the perfect superstar level player to put alongside both of those players, as Luka Doncic in the past has had reports about him saying that he is unhappy with kristaps because he takes the ball out of his hand and he shoots too many shots and stuff like that. Well, Ben Simmons is the last guy you have to worry about taking too many shots. Ben Simmons, although maybe taking up the ball handling duties and bringing the ball up the court due to his playmaking ability and his passing ability, Luka Doncic will still be the main scorer and the main shot taker in that offense, and he would love to play with Luka, as Luka, although he is a great offensive player, is about average to maybe a little bit below average defensive level player, while Ben Simmons so happens to be the best perimeter defender when healthy in the entire NBA and can guard almost any position. And then even when you look at him and kristaps is one of the best rim protecting big men in the entire NBA, and then you put that alongside Ben Simmons, one of the best perimeter protecting guards in the NBA, or really guard slash forward in the NBA, which Ben Simmons is. That could be one of the better defensive duos in the entire NBA. So you would have two elite defenders in their own aspects, then two very good scorers in kristaps and Luka, and you would just have an extremely good complementary big three, and they could really all thrive off of each other and make the team that much better. So for the Dallas Mavericks side of things, I think them getting Ben Simmons would be huge for them, and it also then Shake Milton would also be nice just to get a little bit more depth, because they are losing 4 players in this trade. So, but mainly, obviously, this trade is for Ben Simmons, and he would be getting a great new home with the Dallas Mavericks. But now going on to the 76ers side of things, they are also getting a very, very nice trade package and a very nice, pretty much haul of players they would be getting. But the biggest, most important thing, they would finally be getting to move forward from this huge distraction / rain cloud that has hovered over this organization since the beginning of training camp, when Ben Simmons said he would not be participating and that he no longer wanted to be there. Now that this would be done and this trade would get Ben Simmons out of Philadelphia finally, the players could finally relax and not have to worry about this huge circus-like distraction that has been plaguing them since the beginning of the season. And with them finally being able to move forward from that, hopefully that can take a little bit of stress off of all the players and they can finally start focusing on purely basketball. And then even on top of moving away from this huge distraction, they would still be getting 4 extremely solid players, and one of them being Jalen Brunson, who is currently having a career year. And if you're a more casual basketball fan, you might not know how good Jalen Brunson has been this season, but if you have watched him play, he has been a very, very nice piece and one of their better players on the entire team, and he could legitimately be a difference maker in any game that he plays in, and the 76ers would be getting a new starting point guard most likely, and Brunson would be able to fit that role perfectly for them, and he should be able to play alongside Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris extremely well. And he could probably be their 3rd best scorer on the court, and honestly the offense would not drop off much. And since Ben Simmons hasn't really played for them at all this year, Jalen Brunson will honestly make this team even better than they already have, because they're not like dropping off from losing Ben Simmons because he hasn't even played. So I do think this trade would be making the 76ers also a better team, because then also you look at Maxi Kleber, Reggie Bullock, and other players like that involved in the trade. Those are very, very solid role players, and you can fit them into almost any team's rotation in the entire NBA. So when you get a very nice starting level player in Jalen Brunson, who is kind of having an uptick season and playing very, very well, alongside 3 other very solid role players, that is very, very nice to get for a guy that hasn't even stepped foot on the court this entire NBA season. And on top of that, they will probably also be getting a few picks as well. So I think this trade could be a very, very fair one and a very, very mutual beneficial way for both teams involved in this trade. But unfortunately, guys, that's it for this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think that Ben Simmons should go to Dallas? Do you think he fits there? Any of your thoughts in the comment section below? And I hope you have a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.